Hey everybody, it's John again with Contract Diagnostics. I trust that you're well. I've got so many stories from recent conversations with physicians. The one I want to talk about was a hospitalist, and she was looking at a position. Again, it's a hospitalist position. It's a 7 on, it's a 7 off, it's a flat salary per year for 182 shifts, days only. And we got into the contract, and it talked about admin time. And the physician, we see admin time all of the time, and we expected it was, typical admin time during the workday. But we started digging into it. She used our negotiation service. And when we started digging into it, they said, oh yes, there is admin time. Now the physician on the site visit was told that the admin time was paid. So of course we're asking the facility, what's the pay for the admin time? And they said there is no pay, it's baked into the salary. And we said, well, what are the requirements of the admin? Is it a committee meeting here and there? Is it just basic charting and records and following up with nurses and staff? Again, as a hospitalist, during your shift. And they said, there's some interviews with some residents, as it was at an academic facility. There's some interviews with some residents, and during certain times of the year there'll be meetings. And of course, our conversation was focused around those 7 days that she was working. Those meetings would be during those 7 days. Those resident interviews would be during the 7 days, correct? And they said, no, there will be additional admin time. So we talked with our client, and of course she said, look, as long as I'm paid like they told me during the interview and the site visit, then I can make that work. Even though she didn't want to, because she wanted to have flex time with her family and do some locums work on her off weeks. Well, they said, no, we don't pay for the admin time. They said it's baked into the salary of the contract. So we go back and forth. We end up talking to the physician ended up talking to some of the physicians that worked there. That's exactly how they do it. Now, we've looked at lots of hospitalist contracts. We've looked at hospitalist contracts at academic centers. And I don't recall too many times that a physician was required to come in on their off week for unpaid hours, whether it's interviewing for residents and fellows, whether it's participating in meetings. Typically a shift worker, a 7 on 7 off is that only. So it was a shock to us, as it was a shock to the physician who'd been on a training for 9 years and already had 2 other positions similar to this one that she was expecting to take. So it might be a deal breaker. At the end of the day, I don't know if she's going to sign this contract and move forward, but I think it underlies the importance of due diligence, okay? So again, nothing we've talked about on is the contract negotiable, is it not? Is the pay fair, is it not? Is there malpractice tail or is there a non-compete? All of those things are very much worth discussing and having a conversation and doing due diligence around with the employer, whether or not they're negotiable or not. But this has to do with something as simple as Schedule A, your time, saying admin. The physician shall have admin time. Something as simple as that could mean as a hospitalist, you're coming in during your off week. And that may not be acceptable to your situation or your family. So make sure you're asking lots of questions when it comes to these things on your contract, whether you're a hospitalist, whether you're a GI physician, or whether you're a surgeon or a clinician working in an ambulatory center. And of course, if we can help with anything contract-wise, reach out to us at Contract Diagnostics. We love talking contracts. We love talking compensation. So much, in fact, that we have a 15-minute free inquiry on our website. You can call us anytime. There's no charge. Just sign up for one online. It's super simple. Again, I'm John with Contract Diagnostics, and it was great to see you.